We are live. What should we start with?
Let's start with what's the freshest and do Impact.
All right. Thank God Josh Matthews is gone.
King Kong, Ding Dong, the witch is dead.
Yeah.
Because, oh my fucking God.
Is it just Jay being the Pope now?
Probably. And the Pope doesn't bother me as much anymore. Like 3 years ago, when I watched the first pay-per-view he did, he bothered the hell out of me. He doesn't bother the hell out of me anymore.
The Pope's JB is not that good, but
JB is a lot better than Josh Matthews, though.
Yeah, they need somebody else there.
Mike Tenay.
Yeah.
Bring back freaking Mike Tenay. Or, well, Shivani wouldn't do it.
No.
Shivani doesn't want to get back into wrestling. I know that.
And JR is back with WWE now, so he can't do it.
Maybe Morrow?
Well, right now he's still under contract to WWE.
Actually, his contract is up in like a month or so, I think.
Yeah, it's up in August.
Okay, well, he can sign with them in August then. Because, hold on a second. I'm back. My doorbell just rang. Yeah, they got to bring somebody in.
Yeah.
It ain't going to be Taz, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Because Taz don't want to do anything in wrestling anymore. After how bad his last run in TNA was.
I don't know who they could bring in.
Well, he was decent. He was better when he wasn't the heel commentator.
Bring back Don West. No, I'm kidding.
No, he's there.
I know, but
have you seen any of the Shop TNA videos?
Yeah.
He is just so overly energized.
Yeah.
But he loves what he's doing, and
yeah.
I think he works for some minor league baseball team or something.
Yeah. No, I thought Impact was good for the most part.
Yeah, I just wish I could have watched the whole damn episode. I was having technical difficulties the whole episode.
That's weird.
Yeah. And it was only the cable box that I watch it on. It wasn't the DTA in my room. It wasn't because I had no problem there. It was just the cable box. But I wonder if people around the country were having problems last night with Spectrum.
I wasn't.
What cable company are you with?
I have DirecTV.
Okay, it's different. I have Spectrum.
Oh. So
I think there was problems with Spectrum because I actually heard through a podcast that a guy that does this podcast was having trouble with his internet. So, which tells me that there was some kind of a problem with Spectrum last night.
Yeah, they tape Impact Wrestling next week, so.
Yeah.
Next Thursday.
Next week's episode is a live episode.
Well, it's not gonna be live,
well, yeah, but it's as live as they can get it.
Well, they're gonna have James Storm versus Lashley for the world title.
That is not going to be a title change.
No, Lashley's going to keep the title.
Even though I'd like to see James Storm win the title, though?
I think Bram and Kingston get involved and screw Storm most likely.
And it ends up a triple threat?
I think they just do the feud with Storm versus Bram and Kingston.
Bram might actually be a contender for the title now because wasn't he part of the Josh team?
He was, yeah.
So he could
Matt Morgan.
He could be a title contender
Morgan,
now.
Yeah, Matt Morgan will be a title contender. Del Rio,
Del Rio, Chris Masters,
EC3.
EC3. I don't think will be in contention for a while because I think he's taking time off.
He's doing a heel turn, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, but I think he's taking time off too. Because it seemed like with that promo that he cut with Bruce last night, that they were kind of hinting that he was taking time off.
I don't know.
But yeah, let's go on to Raw. No, SmackDown. SmackDown first because
yeah, I thought SmackDown was.
I thought it was really good.
Yeah. The superstar shakeup.
Yeah. I'm happy with the people that got brought over. I just wonder what they're going to do with Lana and Rusev, with Rusev being out for.
Well, I feel like Lana's gonna wrestle.
I highly doubt we see Lana until Rusev comes back because they are not. It does not sound like they're doing another draft until after WrestleMania next year.
Lana got her own vignette, her own promo.
What?
Lana got her own vignette, her own promo.
Well, yeah, but I think that was just because when they shot this stuff, they shot everybody's stuff separately.
Lana's getting that Emelina a gimmick.
It didn't work with Emma. What makes you think it's going to work with somebody that actually cannot wrestle?
I don't know.
Because Lana can't wrestle. And we learned that not this last WrestleMania, but the WrestleMania before.
Why did they have the American Alpha lose clean again?
What?
Why did they have American Alpha lose clean again?
I can't believe they didn't move American Alpha. It would have made a lot of sense to move them to Raw because they beat everybody.
They should have put the club on SmackDown, but they didn't do it.
No, but they did put the New Day, which was completely obvious with the way that they've been jobbed out. So, but
New Day.
Well, it looks like the next number one contenders could be the Shining Stars.
Probably be the freaking New Day.
I think they're going to go with the Shining Stars because
the Shining Stars are going to feud with American Alpha.
Yeah, and that's going to be over the number one contendership.
They'll throw a New Day in at some point.
Yeah, they will, but probably not till Kofi comes back.
Why?
In a few weeks.
Why did they put Tamina on SmackDown? What is the point of bringing her back?
This actually does make sense because she's been doing SmackDown house shows since January.
She's not good in the ring.
She's not good in the ring, but at least she's passable.
Why not put Sasha?
Because they still want to do Sasha and Bayley at some point. Probably SummerSlam.
But the SmackDown Women's division is not that good right now.
They shouldn't have moved Mickey, I don't think. I would have moved Becky.
We all know Charlotte's going to get the SmackDown Women's title sooner than later.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but I just don't understand why they didn't move Becky over.
And it should probably, because they're going to do a Charlotte Becky feud, is what they're going to do. For the title.
Becky didn't want Charlotte.
Becky wants to turn heel, but that's not going to happen now with Charlotte on SmackDown. Because Charlotte's going to be the top heel on SmackDown.
And Tamina's going to be the number 2.
And you'll have Naomi and Becky as the top 2 heels.
The top 3 baby faces are going to be...
Baby faces are going to be Becky and Naomi.
Becky, Naomi, and
you have Carmella and Natty as heels.
Why would you have Natty as a heel? She doesn't work as a heel.
That's what they have her as right now, is a heel.
Have her as a baby face because she works better as a baby face at this point. Back like 5 years ago, she was a decent heel. But now because she's been baby face for so long, it doesn't work.
Yeah. The only reason AJ's going for the U.S. title right now is to kill time until the Orton and Bray Wyatt feud's over. Then they're going to do Orton versus AJ for the WWE title.
I think... Who else came over from Raw that was a big name?
Sami Zayn.
No, I think they're going to do Owens.
You have Nakamura as well.
Well, yeah, but Nakamura is in a nothing feud with Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler, anytime they bring somebody up for SmackDown, their first real feud is going to be with Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
Dolph Ziggler's that guy that WWE can trust in the ring to bring these guys up.
Yeah, eventually lead to a Nakamura Owens feud for the U.S. title. Down the road.
I think it'll end up being Nakamura and Corbin. I think Corbin's going to win the U.S. title at some point. Because he was actually supposed to win the IC title at Mania.
Yeah, they changed plans.
Yeah.
They end up.
So I wouldn't be surprised at SummerSlam if it ends up being Owens and Corbin.
I don't know. They're both heels, though. That's not going to work out very, very well.
Or they could always go back to the stalwart of Sammy and Kevin.
You know they're going to knock more in one of the title matches eventually.
Yeah, I got a gut feeling they're saving that for SummerSlam.
Eventually, they're going to do AJ versus Nakamura. But they're going to do that in a big pay-per-view.
Mania next year.
That's very possible. Well,
I think they're gonna.
I don't know if you can hold it off that long.
I think they will because that's something you build to. That is something you build to. And doing a quick build for SummerSlam won't work because you have to build Nakamura up to the level that AJ is at. Because right now, on the main roster, Nakamura is not at the same level as he was on NXT. So it's going to be a gradual build-up.
Yeah.
Maybe AJ wins back the title at some point this year. And it ends up being a title match. They could do that.
Yeah.
And fuck Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, he injured Finn Balor, who has a concussion now. Don't know how bad the concussion is yet, but he has a.
And now they're giving him a major push on SmackDown.
I don't think he'll get a big.
No,
push.
he's getting a major push.
I don't think he'll get a. He'll be stuck in the mid card.
Well, yeah, he's gonna get a major mid card push.
He won't win any titles or anything.
He might.
No. Because they're going to build the U.S. title and Owens up.
Well, yeah, because they don't know what they're going to do with the world title at this point.
No idea what they're going to do with Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn is going to end up feuding with Corbin.
He could.
That they made it completely obvious on Tuesday that that's what's going to happen. And they'll feud till SummerSlam, and then it'll be Owens and Sammy probably.
They could do a triple threat with Nakamura.
Nakamura won't be ready by SummerSlam for a title, I don't think. I think they'll do a couple meaningless feuds with him. They might have him feud with Corbin at some point. And he might win it around Survivor Series and then lose it at Rumble. He might win the Rumble. Nakamura might win the Rumble.
Maybe.
I wouldn't say that they keep the Rumble winner on SmackDown 2 years in a row, but they might. Because they would kind of have to. Because they kind of booked themselves into a corner by announcing that they're going to do Roman and Brock at Mania.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that could change between now and then. So.
No, they're already building to it. You can tell on Monday that they're already building to it.
They could end up doing it at SummerSlam.
They are not doing it at SummerSlam. That's a Mania match. Regardless, they're going to go with probably Strowman at SummerSlam.
Brock's supposed to. Well, no, they're supposed to do that at Extreme Rules.
Yeah, but they could have it built into SummerSlam too. Because they are not going to pull the Roman card so early. They might throw Ambrose in there. They could always throw Ambrose in there.
I think they're going to do another Ambrose Miz feud for the IC title, unfortunately.
Well, yeah. Well, Miz is a stalwart with that IC title. He's going to end up breaking Jericho's record.
It's possible.
Jericho's a 9-time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Miz is a 6-time?
I think so. Yeah, I thought Raw was good this week.
Without the 12 minutes of the Strowman beating up Roman, Raw would have been nothing. Raw legitimately would have been nothing without that.
The Raw tag division is pretty good. So is the women's.
It's getting a lot better.
Yeah, you got the Revival, you got the Hardys. Yeah.
Are they going to DIY? Well, they probably won't bring DIY up anytime soon because Ciampa's injured.
He is?
Yeah. Either one of the two is injured. Either Gargano or Ciampa is injured. And that's why they didn't win the titles back at TakeOver Orlando.
Because they just wrestled on NXT this week.
Okay. I heard one of the two had a knee injury or something that he had to go get surgery for.
Yeah.
It was a minor injury, but that's at least what I had heard. That's part of the reason why they didn't bring them up. Because they already have another feud for Authors of Pain.
Yeah, Heavy Machinery.
Yeah, Heavy Machinery. Those are going to be awesome matches because they're going to be hard-hitting.
Yeah.
My God.
Very slow-paced matches.
Very slow-paced, but they're going to be awesome matches because they're mean guy matches is what they are. They're big, mean guy matches.
Who beat the Authors of Pain for the tag titles?
Yep, but they got to start bringing in tag teams.
Yeah.
Have they announced any more names for the women's tournament?
No, they haven't announced any yet.
They better be announcing those soon.
You think they would? I would say next month.
I don't think Velvet Sky is going to be part of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
If Bully Ray was still, if Ray was still there, I would say she's a shoo-in. But now that Ray's not there anymore, I don't think so. Because they're bringing people in from Japan. They're bringing, it's like 12 different countries.
Yeah.
Something. This is the largest tournament they've ever done.
And the cruiserweight, too. That was 32, too.
No, that was 16.
No, that was 32.
I thought it was 8 and 8. I thought it was the same. I thought the cruiserweight tournament was 16 because it was the same number as the UK tournament.
No, it was 32.
Okay. Yeah. Well, who do you think's going to call the women's tournament?
I don't know. I have no.
I think one of the people might be Nigel McGuinness.
That's possible. Could be Michael Cole.
And Michael Cole will run production.
No Brian Saxton. No David Otunga, please.
Well, I don't mind Saxton. Saxton doesn't annoy me as much as he used to. But get Byron Saxton. I mean, get David Otunga off my motherfucking TV.
Did you see that Otunga's not going to be on Raw for 6 weeks?
Yep, he's shooting a movie. This also
Booker
might
T.
be a way to write him off TV, though.
But Booker T is still taking this spot.
Booker T was really good as an announcer. He was really good. I liked him. Even though his Fave 5 always had more than 5 people.
Yeah, Booker T's going to be doing Raw the next 6 weeks.
Maybe he becomes the new general manager of SmackDown at some point. Because Bria's doing like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
He
finally did the TJ heel turn. So
who?
TJ Perkins is a heel now.
Yeah, him as a heel does not work.
Him as a babyface,
he's always been a babyface.
Him as a babyface was not working anymore.
Well, him doing the dabbing was what killed his character. That's what killed his character. If they wouldn't have had him do a dancing thing, he would have been. He's a good enough wrestler where he doesn't need a gimmick.
Yeah.
Unlike Neville, who does need a gimmick. Neville's good, but Neville needs a gimmick.
He's the king of the cruiserweights.
Do you think they're gonna put
Kalisto is going in the cruiserweight division.
He is?
Because Sin Cara's on SmackDown now, so they put Sin Cara on SmackDown, so there's nothing else for Kalisto to do besides the cruiserweight division.
Yeah. They gotta bring some new cruiserweight blood in. They're gonna have to at some point.
Yeah.
Because the cruiserweight what doesn't help is they should not be doing 205 live. They should be taping it before SmackDown.
Yeah.
Not after. Because at least when they did the first NXT, I was at that first NXT. The original NXT, I was there.
Yeah.
I remember that night vividly because I heard Miz's music like 6 times.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Wasn't it a good move to put the Miz and Maurice on Raw?
Because they were moving Lana and Rusev to SmackDown.
The Miz was doing pretty good on SmackDown though. It's like,
but after being dispatched by Nikki and Cena, what else is there for Miz to do? Miz has done everything.
He's gonna get lost in the shuffle on Raw.
I don't think so. I think he'll bring some prestige back to the IC title. I think he'll be on the mid card, but that's where he was on SmackDown.
Yeah.
So
Bray Wyatt versus Finn Balor, that should be good.
Bray Wyatt, Finn Balor, yeah.
Once Balor's back.
Are they going to do Samoa Joe and Finn Balor at the pay-per-view in 2 weeks?
No, they're doing Joe and Rollins.
Okay.
Because Joe and Rollins brawled on Raw.
Okay.
So they're gonna do the Samoa Joe versus Seth Rollins match at Payback, I would imagine.
Yep.
You got the Cruiserweight title, you got the tag title match at Payback. Bayley will defend against somebody. I don't know who yet, but
they really made it kind of clear who they're gonna have Bayley face.
it could be
It's
Alexa.
gonna be Nia Jax. I don't want to see that again.
I don't either. It could be Alexa Bliss.
No, it's gonna be Nia because Nia destroyed everybody.
Yeah, that means she can feud with anybody because she attacked everybody. So.
Well, yeah, but I think they're gonna finish up the Alexa and Mickey feud.
They could.
That is still open, so
They could do Sasha and Mickey versus Nia and Alexa.
Alexa and Mickey.
They're gonna need something for Sasha to do.
Maybe a triple threat.
Maybe. I mean, there's a lot.
Maybe a triple threat for the title because
it looks like they're putting Alexa and Nia Jax together as a team.
Yeah. They're doing the old bodyguard thing.
Yeah. Which we've seen tons of times. It's like they're doing the AJ Tamina thing all over again.
No, it was AJ and Paige.
When
It wasn't
Tamina was
AJ Tamina, it was AJ Paige.
When Tamina was AJ's bodyguard.
I wonder if they're going to bring back Caitlyn.
I don't
She
know.
wants to come back. She's completely stated this, that she wants to come back. Are they still thinking about bringing women back or not?
I have no idea. I haven't heard any update.
Well, I know Kelly's coming back sometime soon.
I have no idea because there's been no.
She's been working out down at the Performance Center. And she already passed her medicals. Where the hell is Shelton Benjamin?
I don't know. You think they would have brought him back already? If they are.
Well, they are because WWE actually found the injury in medicals.
Yeah.
So I think they are. Because they do need help on the mid card and SmackDown. On SmackDown.
Yeah.
Wouldn't mind seeing him. Wouldn't mind them bringing in some people. Maybe.
Excuse me.
Who would be a good mid card guy?
WWE is interested in signing Leo Rush for NXT.
He's too young. Right now, I don't understand why WWE would be interested in him. I know he's having good matches, but it's not because of him. It's because of who he's working with. With Leo Rush, he's only been wrestling for about a year. Or 2 years, or something like that. I would leave him on the. I would have Evolve sign him. I would tell Evolve. I would tell Evolve to sign Leo Rush. Have him work in Evolve for a while. Because there is a partnership there.
Yeah.
So, and WWE is still fighting with Flow to get all the content from
Yeah.
WWE.
They want to put Ring of Honor on the network.
Not going to happen. Not going to happen. The guy that owns the guy that runs Ring of Honor for St. Clair is actually trying to get a cable TV deal for Ring of Honor to get into more markets. But if I'm Ring of Honor, I have the cable product in the markets where you are already with the local stations, with the St. Clair stations. Run the cable show a week ahead of what is on the St. Clair. That's what I do. But in other markets where there is not a St. Clair station, I'd run the week that you're running on St. Clair.
Like Impact's gonna have to find a new home after this year if they don't stay with Pop.
That's actually coming up sooner rather than later.
Yeah, the Pop deal ends at the end of this year.
Yeah, no, it's the summer. Year. No, it's the summer.
Because I heard the end of the year.
In January, I heard the summer. That's at least what I had heard. And the funny thing is, TNA, I mean, Impact is not getting any money from Pop.
Yeah, it's like a barter kind of deal.
Yeah. Maybe I know before the last taping, Jeff Jarrett was talking with Spike. Even though Spike denied it. Spike really doesn't have anything on Thursday nights anymore. It's all fucking reruns. Or they're playing movies all day. Like yesterday, they were playing movies all day. They don't have... They have very low new content.
Yeah, they don't have much original.
New show with Adam Carolla and it's Bar Rescue are their only two new reoccurring shows.
Yeah.
I used to be into Bar Rescue. I used to watch it every week. I don't watch it anymore. Because I've actually looked into it, and a lot of the bars in the first two seasons are closed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're not open anymore. The first season of Bar Rescue has the most closings out of any of the seasons. Because it was technically the longest season.
Yeah.
Because it was supposed to be like 6 episodes to start, and then they added more because it was getting good ratings.
Yeah. They want to be on a bigger network, but they have to find a network to actually sign that.
They could try Fox Sports.
They didn't want them the last time they were.
Well, they were actually in talks with them, but I think Dixie squashed that. Because, as we know, Fox Sports canceled their flagship. Fox Sports 1 canceled their flagship show. their Sports Center like show.
Yeah.
So they need, and they're going to be losing the UFC in 3 years. In a little over 3 years, they're going to be losing the UFC.
Well, they could always resign UFC.
I
They can
don't
work
think
out
they
it.
will because the ratings have gone. The only show that the only show that the only fight night that has done well in the last few fight nights is the one in January. The last 2 or 3 fight nights that they've had have been terrible. The ratings have been terrible. And I know this for a fact.
I think
Isn't
WWE will.
WWE's contract up in 2020?
It's up like 2019 or 2018.
I think it's 2019.
Oh, I think they'll re-sign with USA Network with the way that
They could go over to Fox Sports. That would be very interesting.
I think being on NBC, USA Network works for both of them. It's a good combination.
Well, it is, but at one point before SmackDown went live, USA was thinking about canceling SmackDown.
I don't know. I never saw that or read that. I don't know.
I actually heard it. That they were before it went live, the ratings were so bad because people weren't watching. Because
it wasn't. They're over 2 million viewers every week.
Well, yeah, but at the point before they went live, they were under 2 million.
Some weeks were, but not all weeks.
Most weeks were. And USA was actually thinking about canceling SmackDown. But ever since it went live, and I think going live was the way to go because of the fact that wrestling fans will actually watch a live show over a tape show because there's no spoilers.
Yeah.
But
SmackDown got over
month
3
there
million
will be.
viewers for the first time for this week's show. SmackDown over 3 million viewers for this week's show. The first time ever.
Weren't they close to 3 million for the draft last July?
Close. They finally got over 3 million viewers this week on SmackDown.
And SmackDown will never beat Raw.
They beat Raw once.
Yeah.
So far.
The draft. The draft show was the only show that beat Raw. But at least they aren't cutting. At least USA isn't cutting SmackDown short anymore. Because 3 weeks before WrestleMania, do you remember when they were cutting SmackDown? Half the country got to see the Shane McMahon thing, and half the country didn't.
Yeah. Did you see that AJ Lee is open to a return?
She is, but I don't think WWE is. As long as there's that lawsuit with Punk, AJ is not welcome. And AJ will not go to Impact Wrestling because there's still heat there between Jeff and Punk.
I have no idea.
I know that one for a fact. That's a fact. That there's a there's a bunch of heat between.
Was that from the comments that Punk made after Jeff left WWE the last time?
What?
That's the comments that Punk made about Jeff after he left WWE the last time about rehab, and is that why Punk and Jeff have heat?
Yeah, well, that's part of it. Punk never liked Jeff Hardy. But I'm talking about Jeff Jarrett.
Oh,
I'm talking about Jeff Jarrett. There's heat there because when CM Punk actually started doing TV wrestling, do you know where his first stop was?
no.
TNA. He actually was in a faction with Mickey James when she was under a different name.
I know Punk. Yeah, I know Punk was in TNA
Yeah.
for a short time.
So was Mickey was too.
Yeah, she used her real name then.
No, Mickey is her real name. She used a gimmick name. Because if you actually go to her Wikipedia,
Lexa or Lexi or something like that in TNA's first time.
Lexi, it wasn't Jane. It was Alexa. God, I can look that up. And I will. Because hold on. I'm Googling it.
Yeah, McIntyre is only signed a 1-year deal with WWE.
Yeah, because he didn't want to go up to the main roster. He's making way too much money on the indie scene in the UK. I'm pulling up her Wikipedia right now. She used her original ring name, Alexis LaRue. She used her middle name as her original ring name's last name.
Yeah.
It was Alexis. She managed Punk. I know that. I know that for a fact that she did manage Punk for a little bit. It doesn't say it on her wiki, but she did.
They were in the same stable. She didn't really manage him, but they were in the same stable.
Yeah. What the hell is a House of Horrors match?
W doesn't know either. They sent out a survey for that match. They have no idea what they're going to do for that match.
Is it kind of like the fact that they didn't know what the fuck they were doing for the SmackDown Women's match at WrestleMania?
It's ridiculous.
Where they announced it 2 weeks before Mania? Or a week before Mania?
So at first, I think they wanted to add, but they decided against it.
No.
For some reason.
Okay. The reason that they were thinking about adding former women is that came up after Naomi got hurt. Naomi's injury was the reason that the match changed. Because it was supposed to be Naomi defending, not winning. Originally.
I don't see
Naomi, which is cool.
I don't see Naomi keeping the title very long at all.
I see either Alexa winning it. No, I see either They might give
Charlotte's
Tamina a run just because of.
Sooner than later.
Oh yeah, but I could see them giving a run to. I could see them giving a run to Tamina. It would be a sympathy run, but still, they do owe her something.
She's the daughter of Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Actually, with the stuff that came out 2 years ago, he actually was a murderer, but he couldn't be tried because of his mental state and the fact that he was in hospice care.
They weren't even charging him with murder. They were charging him like with manslaughter or something. They weren't even charging him with murder.
Well, the reason they couldn't charge him with murder is because the statute of limitations ran out on a murder charge.
There is no statute. There is no statute of limitations on murder.
In Philadelphia, in Allentown, there is.
In most states, there isn't.
In most states, there isn't, but in Allentown, there is. In just the city of Allentown, there is. That's why they couldn't charge him, because the statute of limitations ran out.
Maybe that could be a pretty good pay-per-view.
I think so. I think so.
You got Rollins, Joe, the Hardys spinning the tag titles, Neville, Aries again, Orton, Wyatt, and some.
Do you think
mystery match?
TJ Perkins screws Aries?
I hope they give Aries the title finally.
I don't think they will. I think with TJ Perkins. I think they're setting up a screw.
I don't get why they do a rematch if they're not going to give Aries the title this time.
Because they have nobody built up for. There's nobody at this time that's a strong enough babyface to go after Neville.
Neville's beating a lot of them. It's not like that he has.
That's why at least you could have brought up Ciampa or Gargano. Depending.
I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what they're gonna do with it or when they're gonna bring him up.
They're gonna have to bring him up soon because I know Gargano has that stipulation in his contract like Finn Balor did, where if he doesn't get brought up in a certain amount of time, that he can leave the company. Because that was the whole thing with Balor. The reason that they had to bring Balor up when they did is because within a few months he wasn't going to be able to. He was going to be able to leave the company because there was a stipulation in his contract that said if he wasn't brought up within a year, that he could leave. They could do Sami and Nakamura again.
Yeah.
We didn't think about that.
Yeah. Eventually, I think we're going to see Nakamura versus Owens at some point.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that, but I want to see Nakamura and Sami again because that was a hell of a match at TakeOver Dallas. That won match of the year, I think. Some places for 2016.
Yeah, they might still do a draft.
No, they're not doing. From what I've heard, they're not doing a draft until after next WrestleMania.
Vince can't seem to make his mind up one way. That he keeps changing his mind.
From what I heard on Wednesday, is that they are not thinking about doing another draft until after WrestleMania because even doing it after SummerSlam is too soon.
Vince wanted to do one in June at one point.
That
Again.
that got next to when the Superstar Shakeup was thought of. Because they're gonna shake up the rosters every year at around WrestleMania time. That's the smart time to do it.
Yeah.
Because it'll refresh all the storylines. Do you think they're gonna bring the Shield back?
I don't know. They're all on the same show right now.
But who could they go after?
That's the problem. There's no stables that they could go after right now.
They could bring up Sanity.
Well. Besides though, well, no, they killed the Owens Joe Triple H stable.
Yeah.
I put an Owens on SmackDown. That could have been really good.
I hate to say it. I don't know if that would have worked. Because I don't know if Triple H as a heel could play the Ric Flair role.
I don't know. I really haven't seen any stables on the main roster in a while that actually have been dominant in a while.
Oh, the New Day.
Yeah, they're just.
I know it's old. It is old. I do agree with you. But they could be bringing up Sanity.
They could at some point, yeah.
But they'd have to add a woman to the Shield.
Well, yeah.
Who would you add as a woman to the Shield?
Not Bailey. Not Sasha.
Oh, because they're turning Sasha heel. Maybe Mickey?
Yeah, Nikki's possible.
Or they bring up the girl that tagged with
Yeah, Ruby.
Heidi Lovelace.
Yeah. Would it help Roman Reigns to put the Shield back together?
I think it would. Because at least people would cheer him if he was part of the Shield. I think that's what WWE is thinking. Because they will not cheer him if he is not part of the Shield. They won't cheer him. But if he is part of the Shield, they'll cheer him because they'll cheer the Shield.
Yeah.
And he should have been the heel guy out of the Shield in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah.
It should not have been Rollins.
Well, it worked for Rollins.
It worked for Rollins for a little bit, but it got old. With Roman, it wouldn't have gotten old. They would have been able to go about 2 years with Roman as a heel.
Roman should have been a heel a long, long time ago.
Well, duh. But Vince don't want to pull the damn trigger because he thinks he can make a baby face out of him.
Yeah, he's Reigns is Cena 2.0. He's taking Cena's spot.
Actually, technically, he's not. Because
that's how Vince sees
it. Well, yeah,
it.
that's how Vince sees him, but he doesn't sell the same amount of merch as Cena.
Number one merch seller right now.
Yeah, but still, Cena at his peak sold way more merch than Roman Reigns does. Because when Cena was at his peak, he was blowing the merch out of the water.
The one thing you say, Roman Reigns gets a reaction no matter what out of the fans, and that's what you're supposed to do. Get a reaction.
Even the kids and the women are now booing him.
Yeah, I know. But your job is to get a reaction from the crowd, which he gets.
But that was the same thing with Cena, but at least Cena had a smattering of boos. It wasn't full boos, it was a smattering. And it was mostly men that were booing Cena. The kids and the women loved Cena. And they still love Cena. Do you think that the engagement at WrestleMania was taped for Total Divas? John?
What?
Do you think the engagement at WrestleMania with Cena and Nikki was taped for Total Divas?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's been no news on that.
They're both going to be gone for a while.
Nikki will be gone for a while. Cena will be back within. He'll be gone for 6 weeks.
They removed Cena and Nikki from all events through the summer. SummerSlam, they've been removed through all those events through a SummerSlam.
Well, it makes sense for Nikki. Maybe they're getting married sooner rather than later.
Maybe.
And Nikki's gonna want to take. Nikki was gonna want time off anyway to be with her niece.
She has to heal her neck, so.
Well, that too, but I think Nikki was gonna take off when Brie had the baby anyway, because she's gonna want to spend time with the niece or nephew.
Yeah.
Because it is the first. It is the first kid in that family. The first grandkid, and the first niece or nephew. They do have to bring some women back to bolster at least the Raw women's division.
The Raw women's division is overstacked. It's fine. They need women on SmackDown more than anything.
They need women. Where the hell is Alicia Fox?
This past Tuesday, she's done the storyline with Rich Swann and Noam Dar.
I know, but why the hell hasn't she been on Raw in months?
I don't know. They're just keeping her on 205 Live at the moment. I don't know why.
Maybe she'll be one of the women that ends up being moved over to the women's show if they do one.
I don't know. Who knows?
They're going to have a female commentator. Maybe it'll be Renee Young for the women's tournament.
Maybe.
Dean and Renee are married.
Yep, and they're on separate shows. That's WWE saying, fuck you.
Well, WWE does that to everybody that's married. The only people that they won't do, the only people that they won't separate are Lana and Rusev and Cena and Nikki.
And Naomi and the Uso. And they're on the same show still.
Yeah. Those are the three that they will not separate for anything because they know that there's money there. And when the Usos turn back babyface, which
I don't know if he's coming back.
SmackDown has killed American Alpha.
Yep.
Why not move them over to Raw and have them feud with the freaking the freaking Revival?
I don't know. You could have done American Alpha for the club easily.
Because those would be awesome fucking matches.
You could have put the club back with AJ Styles, but nope, they didn't do it.
The only way that they were going to do that is if AJ moved to Raw. They weren't ever going to move the club to SmackDown.
The club has faced everybody on Raw already. It's like, move them to SmackDown, have fresh feuds on SmackDown.
Well, they could feud with the Revival. They could do a heel feud with the Revival.
Yeah, now that New Day is gone, the Revival's gonna need somebody new to feud with now.
They will be bringing up Ciampa and Gargano at some point. And I bet you Ciampa and Gargano will end up on Raw.
Usually they do call-ups after a SmackDown, then they do more call-ups after a SummerSlam, a takeover. So,
yep. Well, Asuka ain't coming up anytime soon. Asuka ain't even coming up after Takeover Brooklyn.
I think they're going to do Amber Moon, Asuka at Takeover Chicago. Then again,
No,
at Takeover,
I think that's going to be Takeover Brooklyn.
at Takeover Chicago and Brooklyn, because Amber Moon will win the title at Takeover Chicago. Asuka will get her rematch at Takeover Brooklyn.
But they are not. Even if Asuka wins the title, they are not ready to bring Asuka up. Okay, because it's the same. She has the same problem as Nakamura did. She cannot find the hard cam. During her matches, she cannot find the hard cam. And that's a big thing on the main roster. And there's nobody to take Asuka's spot right now.
Well, they're hoping that could be Amber Moon in the future. She'll be the top.
Well, yeah, Ember Moon would be the top, but there's nobody on the heel side that's built up enough to take
I know
Asuka's spot. So Asuka's gonna end up staying.
I don't know if Asuka is even a heel or a babyface right now.
Well, she's kind of in between. She is kind of in between.
Yeah.
But it just depends on who she feuds with. If she feuds with heels, she's a babyface. At least it's not jumping week to week like Alicia Fox was for the longest time.
I think they're leaning towards more a total heel now because what she did that takeover in Orlando with the Wrath, I think they're getting ready to turn her full-fledged heel soon.
Yeah,
Asuka.
which they don't have a strong enough heel to take over for her after she loses the title, so she won't be moving up. At least she's a little bit easier to understand than Nakamura is. Why have Nakamura talk in a promo? Why?
I don't know.
Have him be the silent babyface. Have him be somebody that gets over because of his work in the ring and not his promo.
Yeah.
Have him say 1 to 2 words.
Nakamura doesn't need to talk that much.
He talked way too much on SmackDown, in my opinion. Have him say 3 to 4 words in a promo. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Because that pisses me off a little bit because he cannot talk for shit.
Yeah.
They are never going to bring WWE will never bring in the Young Bucks.
I didn't think of that.
They will never bring in the Young Bucks. As long as Booker T is there, that will never happen.
They could do a Shield versus the Club feud.
They could. But
Who would be the heel in that?
Well, like I just said, they will never bring in the Young Bucks. As long as Booker T is there, they will not bring in the Young Bucks because there's heat there.
They tried, but the Young Bucks decided to re-sign with Ring of Honor instead.
And they'll keep re-signing because they know that there's heat between them and Booker T. Booker T hates the Young Bucks. Because when they came in, when Booker T was in WWE before he went to TNA, and did jobber matches, jobber tag team matches, and jobber single matches, there was heat with a lot of the people that were in the company at the time between them and the Young Bucks because the Young Bucks didn't show them respect. And it was the same thing in TNA too.
Yeah.
So I doubt the Young Bucks ever come in. Kenny Omega might. But he wants to go. when he comes, he does not want to go to NXT. He wants to go straight up.
Yeah.
I would love to see him feud with AJ. AJ would be a great feud for him.
Yeah.
Because we actually never got to see that feud before AJ left for WWE in New Japan.
Yeah.
I wonder what New Japan's going to do with Jim Ross. His contract is up soon.
Who?
But I think he'll still be able to do the voiceover for the New Japan TV show on Access just because he's only going to be working the big shows.
Yeah.
He's only going to be working Mania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Rumble. He'll probably be calling the Rumble.
There's like, I read like 36 to 40 appearances he's going to do for.
Well, yeah, he'll do some random show-ups. He might be on some pre-shows. They might do that with him. But the 4 major shows that he's going to be calling are going to be the big 4.
Did you see that they're trying to work a settlement out with Omar where he doesn't talk about the JBL situation?
If I'm Morrow, I do not take that. I would not take that for even if they gave me $1 million, I wouldn't take that.
Yeah.
Because isn't it kind of funny that ESPN has stayed away from this?
Yeah.
Even Dave Meltzer has brought that up. Because I do listen to his podcasts all the time. The only way WWE fires JBL is if Be A Star says they're going to pull out. And the only way that Be A Star stays is if they get rid of JBL.
Yeah.
We'll have to see how Booker T does because he hasn't announced in a while.
Yeah.
If he does good, they might not bring Otunga back.
Yeah. Don't bring him back for the love of God.
They might not, depending on how Booker does. If Booker does well, they may not bring him back. And I'm kind of hoping for that because I don't need to hear horrible commentary.
Yeah.
I cannot stand Otunga. Otunga's a freaking moron.
Wow.
He never even talked that well when he was part of the Nexus.
Wow. Yeah. WWE made almost $4 million in merch sales at WrestleMania.
That doesn't surprise me. Because a lot of those countries where people came from only get one WWE tour a year. And a lot of those people come to WrestleMania.
Did you see that Jeff Hardy's going on the overseas tour with WWE?
Yep.
Next month.
Yep.
So he can travel.
I kind of figured that because I knew his moratorium because of the drug charges was up.
Well, yeah, it's up. It's up finally, and he can go overseas now.
Well, yeah, he hasn't done anything stupid. And that's a surprise for Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
That he's been clean since those drug charges.
Yeah.
It's good, but he's going through a lot of injuries right now.
Yeah, he's pretty banged up.
He's banged up.
If we're doing 2 live matches back-to-back nights, yeah, that's gonna make it. That's gonna make you sore. That's gonna make you.
Well, yeah.
I'm surprised he can still walk.
Jeff Hart. I was about to say cocaine is a powerful drug, but that doesn't fit there.
No, it doesn't.
Weed is a powerful drug. I think he smokes a lot of weed.
Well, he has to be careful now because he gets drug tested. So
They will not suspend you for weed in WWE.
I don't know. It's a fine. It's a fine.
It's a fine. It's a $100 fine or something.
Now that Jeff has kids, Matt has kids,
Okay.
they're a lot better off now. They're in better places now.
Well, yeah, but weed is still, I hate to say it, for pain is probably the best thing. Because I don't think Angle is going to wrestle anytime soon.
Yeah, I read that.
With him only being able to bench 186 pounds, that's sad.
Huh?
He actually said that in an interview, that he can only bench
Yeah.
186 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just don't want to see. I don't want to see Shane McMahon wrestle ever again.
Yeah.
He didn't have a great match because of him. He had a great match because of AJ. If AJ wouldn't have been in that match,
Shane worked his ass off in that match.
yeah,
And,
he did. But why did he go for that fourth?
Shooting Star Press?
Yeah, that shooting star press.
I don't know.
Why?
I didn't know. I didn't even know he could do one. I forgot.
It almost reminded me of when Brock went for it and broke his neck.
Well, almost broke his neck. Yeah.
No, Brock actually legitimately did break his neck.
No, he didn't, because he kept wrestling after that. He won the title.
He did, but he legitimately did break his neck in that match because both him and Angle had broken necks.
WWE will not let you wrestle with a broken neck, so his neck wasn't broken.
Okay.
They won't let you wrestle with a broken neck.
Kurt Angle wrestled that match with a broken neck.
His neck wasn't broken.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. I actually know this for a fact. Kurt Angle did have a broken neck going into that WrestleMania match. He almost didn't wrestle that match. And that is a fact. But he was cleared like 2 days before that match. Kurt Angle's the only one I know that's ever won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck.
Yeah.
And his neck was legitimately broken going into that gold medal match.
Yeah.
Is WWE still thinking about doing that UK show?
Huh?
Is WWE still thinking about doing that UK show?
They're taping the live events over in the UK for the show.
I know they're doing a live event taping because Paige's dad was pissed.
Yeah.
Because he thinks WWE is trying to kill his business. That I do remember. And people that are blaming Paige for that hack are full of shit.
Yeah. I don't think we'll know. I don't think we'll know whoever did it. I think we'll
Brad Maddox.
I don't know.
I think it was Brad Maddox.
Who knows?
After that stuff leaked, how about those creepy videos that he was posting on Facebook?
Yeah.
That makes me think that he's the one that leaked it. Somehow he hacked Paige's phone and he leaked it. I wouldn't put it past him.
I don't think he's. Who knows?
He hates the WWE for firing him. He still holds a grudge. okay, they'll fire him for using the word prick, but they won't fire JBL for bullying somebody.
It's messed up.
Yeah, that's a double standard there.
I
That is a huge double standard.
don't. That's not good.
I know, but they're going to have to fire him at some point.
You would think so, yeah.
But he's the guy that pretty much, I hate to say it, he's the guy that Vince, that has the earpiece in from Gorilla.
Yeah.
He's the head announcer on SmackDown, JBL. Who does WWE have enough confidence in to do that?
Well,
It ain't gonna be Phillips.
Phillips is the lead announcer right now.
JBL has the earpiece in.
They all
announcer
wear,
on the commentary
they
table
all wear,
has the earpiece in.
They all wear earpiece.
Yeah, but there's only one on SmackDown. There's only one guy wearing it, and it's JBL.
Because Foley said that Vince always yelled in his ear when he was on commentary, and
well, yeah, on Raw it's different.
He said all announcers wear those pieces.
Yeah, but not. I hate to say it. Not all of them. And there's only one guy that actually has it on all the time. They can turn on and off those earpieces at the Gorilla position. At the Gorilla, they can turn on and off those earpieces. JBL is the Michael Cole is the only one on SmackDown. No, on Raw to have it on all the time because he's the lead announcer. And JBL is the lead announcer on SmackDown. That's why they didn't move JBL. Because this is JBL's second go-around as an announcer.
Yeah.
He was with Cole. And I love him with Michael Cole. I don't know why. I just do. I love him with Michael Cole. Because he actually calls Cole on his bullshit. No other announcer calls Cole on his bullshit. Do you notice that?
Corey Graves is the best announcer they have going right now.
That's not in NXT.
Yeah.
And you know who I'm talking about when I say NXT.
Yeah, Nigel.
And they also have another good announcer down there who's a trainer.
Yeah.
Steve Carino.
Yeah.
And Adam what's his name? Adam Pierce. He's not a trainer down there anymore.
He works at
SmackDown.
Yeah, he's backstage agent on SmackDown now.
Yeah, he works at Gorilla. I know that for a fact. Before they brought in Carino, he was the number 2 command at the Performance Center. That I know as a fact.
Yeah.
That one I know as a fact.
I'm gonna go eat some lunch now, and
okay, that's fine.
I think we pretty much covered everything.
Yeah.